Hello, everyone, and welcome to my live stream. Now, I will be doing a OC. This is still my main channel. I have made another channel called OC Universe Battle or the OC Universe versus Anime Battle, which is going to be taking powers and abilities of OCs, but I am gonna put it on this channel. It's gonna be on this channel, and I don't know if it's gonna be on there, but I am starting the battles here. Since we're going to do an OC battle, this is the rules of the battle. One, the OC can be from the main game like Mario Party or whatever. They can have their own powers and abilities, or they can have the powers and abilities from the same character from the game, or they can have their different. They can have like different powers and abilities. This is what I'm doing. This is what is going to be fair. One, the OC will have different powers and abilities based off of the. And this is the same character from the digdug game, but this is enhanced Toon Force. So I'll, this is going to be fair. The character will be having Godlike Toon Force and have different weapons and clothes and outfits based on this fight. So without further ado, this is going to be Digdug versus Tails EXE in his digdug form. Since we don't know anything about Mrs. Digdug, according to her, I think according to her game that she is actually in, and I actually did make her. I did find research that Mr. Digdug is 27. So she is the older sister of Mr. Digdug. According to myself, I made Mrs. Digdug 30, but since she's the older sister, yes, I'll be making her 30 in this fight. Just to be fair, because this is gonna be 18 plus arena, not no kids arena, because I don't want to watch no kids fight. Death Battle, I don't know if Death Battle or I know Animation Rewind has had Kid Goku. Now I didn't want to watch no kids fight. I don't want to see no blood, no gore. We're gonna make a different rule for the kids fight. We're gonna see how cute it is, how adorable it is, based off a versus battle according to their powers and abilities of how well they do in a fight. Versus, I know there's like anime type that shit, and I don't really know. So, so let's get ready to the fight, or well, different characters. According to what I have seen with Mrs. Digdug, Mrs. Digdug can inflate herself. Well, gifts I have seen. She can use the her pump in her clothes or her main body because why not? Based off of yeah, she can be around like 18 plus. Uh, she will have different outfits of powers and abilities that gain her supernatural Toon Force or just Toon Force abilities and God abilities. She will not be using a she'll be using her normal pump. She'll also be given a gun. She will learn how to this pump that she'll be using. This pump will have a transformation. This pump will transform into a gun or a sword, basing off of what monster she's fighting off. She'll be fighting off dinosaurs. Sorry, she'll be facing off dinosaurs, demons, and so on. Her main stories goes as follow that she has been in her game world for several of years and has waited for a new player to play like to play the game. Like new players have played Dig Dug and gotten like high scores. She's waiting for the perfect person to beat the whole entire like just the main game of Dig Dug. Is someone beats that main game of Dig Dug, then they have to move on to Mrs. Dig Dug, her game. In her game, you don't score. You beat you slay monsters or demons or gods from like different timelines and universes and multiverses. You have a pump, you have a gun, and you have a sword. She has different swords or guns that will be having their own properties of powers and abilities that have either elemental powers and abilities that are inside of the gun based on its bio. I will be giving her a weakness to be fair in this fight. She is weak to inflating herself because she'll be vulnerable, 18 plus like inflation. If and she is single for 1,000 of years, like 1,000 or 100 years. I mean, according to the game, she is looking for a special someone. If she finds this person cute or handsome, she she does end up having hearts around her. Finding the person either cute, handsome, or whatever. Let's move on to Tails EXE in Dig Dug form. Tails EXE's Dig Dug form. I will be putting this off as a that Mrs. Dig Dug will have to claim this form, aka claim him as a form relationship but this is going to be just a different form. It's a separate form from his main form, but eh, the dig dug form of Tails EXE is called digdug of inflation, but the fox form of him is like she if yeah, I'm just gonna get with his powers and abilities because why not? And weapons. The weapons that he has will be a scythe that is accordingly to slice through mountains with one hit, even if it's far away or near them. He something like Virgil, but he's more stronger. He has the strength to lift up godlike monsters and rip them apart. He's he's able to jump into different worlds or games like whatever. His weapons are different from Mrs. Digdug, accordingly. The weapons that he will have will be an inflation gun with different bullets in it. These bullets are like uh, have have not electric, but have like elemental abilities. Is different from the inflation witch because he's more stronger than her, and according to this form, yes, his form is in a 18 plus range, but with the weapons that he has, they give off an ability to inflate somebody else, to have love properties. He does have love. He does have a gun called the love inflation gun, which get which if he shoots or cuts the opponent will start inflating slash be in love with the person for over an hour, but it'll fade away. I just want to make this fair. And according to this, if yeah, he is cute and adorable in this form. He does have the Dig Dug costume on. And if he is found to be adorable or cute, the person can and and will be willing to go out with him in this form and so on. If the person slash opponent doesn't use her weapon in a fight, this is his weakness. If a person doesn't fight him and finds him cute anyhow, or adorable, or more than that, and ask the question like, "Will you go out with me?" This is like a win for him, not a win for the opponent. He does have items that are from. He does have items that he can throw at his opponents that he can turn them into like He can give off different outfits, make them short or tall, or he can increase their assets. He can make them into a monster, etc. These items are called sexy Mario items, but these are Mario items, but different in his timeline. He carries these just in case if like these items can and or fall out of his pocket, and if the opponent finds the item, they can either one use it on themselves on their self to test out the item to see what it does. The items are shown as properties, like or permanent, but they can be used as a either an outfit, a new, a give the opponent mm, bigger assets, or they can give the opponent a new form like a monster or a demon form. He will have the items as followed in this form. He will have a demon, the demon shroom, which gives off the power and ability to give the opponent to turn into a full-on succubus demon. This item does have demon horns on it. Then we got the vampire shroom, which gives off an ability to turn the opponent into a vampire without the property of being. You can the property of the vampire item that he did work on. This item can allow the opponent to just be in the sun or actually touch the sun. Then we got ghost, the ghost cookie, and ghost tea, which have like both properties still would be. These are transformations, turning the opponent into a ghost. We got the bunny outfit, which gives the opponent a bunny outfit. A rabbit outfit, well, does the same thing. We got the vampire and the demon outfits that do the same thing to the opponent. And we got goddess outfits. Now the opponent can pick from multiple goddess outfits. If the mushroom or item hits the opponent will be like feeling like godlike powers and abilities, and she will be able to turn herself into a goddess. But the opponent has to pick like what game version she wants to be. Like the item will give off a variation to pick of what the opponent wants to be a version of themselves to be. Rather, it will be from Goddess of Nikki. Sorry, guys, of Nike. We got Bleach. Oh, The opponent can pick from Honkai Staro, or the opponent can pick from Helsing. Like it'll pick like if the opponent wants to pick, that's up to them. If they don't want to pick, that's enough. That's not up to them. They'll be like, well, it'll turn them from like digdug version to with the same clothes on, but it'll give them a same coloring to the different clothes that they get on. Like if I take housing Alucard and I put it on this clothes, the coloring will be red, blue, and white with her hair to match Alucard's. Something goes with Esther Victoria. And if she's able to learn to be like, oh, whatever, like, whatever. Tells the exit in digdug form canon or have dig Mrs. Digdug vulnerable in any way, shape, or form, even if he gives off a reference. I'll be making like items to end up hitting any opponent to make it fair. But I'm not making a video on them two. I'm making a video on the overpowered character versus my character. So if anybody wants to be in this video, I'll be like, oh, I can make a video on them because this is a live stream and it will be an overpowered video with them or with their character versus my own character.